How would you describe your overall leadership journey? Any key aspects that you recall or you'd like to share?
Oh. Well, starting 30 years ago, well, actually it's a bit more than that. As an 18-year-old, I thrust into leadership of 30 peers. Leadership was both exhilarating as well as traumatic. I made many mistakes, I have to admit. And it caused me to ask myself deeply, who am I? What values do I adhere to? And for goodness sakes, why should anybody follow my lead, right? In the military, maybe people don't have that much choice, but in the corporate world, people do have more options, right? They can quit on a leader if they don't like you or they can't work with you. So, that's, I think, really puts one's leadership to the test. And in those formative years, thinking about leadership, all we were exposed to was army-style leadership. And that doesn't always sit well in the circumstances we find ourselves in corporate context. And I really realized this later, and I also understood better my own discomfort with the stereotypical army-style leadership that I had experienced. And I think context is important, and that's something I learned. One has to apply a different leadership style depending on the context. And army style has its place, especially in a crisis situation or an urgent situation where somebody has to step up and take that lead. Right? But in the corporate world and in the present world of great volatility, complexity, and uncertainty, I think different approaches are called for.